Hi everyone, welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video I'm going to outline, in no particular order, the top 5 Hot Toys 1/6 scales that I have on order that I'm anticipating. Let's get started. Alright, so as I said in the intro, these are the top 5 Hot Toys 1/6 scale figures that I have on pre-order that I'm looking forward to the most. Now, for the purpose of this video, I have omitted quarter scales because I do have that quarter scale Dark Knight from the Dark Knight trilogy on pre-order. It's actually my last pre-order with Sideshow. I do have the Rooted Hair 2-pack in art Joker, and I also have the Sculpted, but I just felt like it's just too much of an obvious thing to pick out that one, because I mean, if you've been following the channel or you've been watching me in streams, you know how excited I am about that one. So I was going to put these 5. I have 11 pre-orders in total. What are they? So there's a quarter scale, which isn't counted on this list, the Rooted 2-pack from InArt Joker, and the Sculpted, that's 4, the Return to Jedi's what's a Scout Trooper, the battling version Spider-Man, that's 6, and then these 5 that are in this list anyway. Alright, so let's get straight into it in no particular order. Obviously it's the Iron Man Mark III 2.0. Come on, it's Iron Man. It's the one that started it all back in 2008. If it wasn't for this particular suit in this particular movie, and you know, Jon Favreau's directing vision, and Robert Downey Jr.'s personality and his acting and all of this stuff, this kind of started it all. If it wasn't for this, well, the MCU probably wouldn't be what it is today. So this particular, sorry if you can hear there's people doing work in the house next door or whatever, so if you can hear that, I do apologize. Yeah, so obviously this is the Mark III 2.0. What's not to like? It's a fantastic suit. It has a kind of a chunkier man in a suit of iron type of, Iron Man suit. It's not one of the nanotech ones. The color code is very, very classic look, and I really like the curved version around the top half of the torso. That's kind of its iconic design. It's kind of really curvy, whereas like, say, with kind of suits that kind of evolved from that later suits, they're a bit more lean, like the Mark 6 is leaner. Then you have the Mark 7, which is a lot chunkier, and then of course you have the lean kind of Mark 46 and 47 again. So I really like the kind of curvy top section on the kind of around the chest area of this. Yeah, so really looking forward to that one. The next one, again, I could not put these in order because I couldn't decide which one I was looking forward to the most. Yeah, obviously actually going to go back to this one for a second, because that Mark III I have on pre-order. Obviously that's the whole point of the video. Also, it comes with a special edition part, that crunched up helmet I ordered from Lion Rock Toys, because I did want to get that particular piece. A lot of those kind of time sensitive orders never really catch me, like the holograms, I have no interest in stuff like that, but I did want that crushed up helmet, because I might actually from time to time display this with the head sculpt and just have the crushed helmet on the diorama base along with the Ironmonger, because it makes sense, because towards the end of the movie obviously the helmet was taken off him. He didn't have nanotech back then, so he couldn't kind of recreate one or regenerate one. Come on, I don't have a Vader. This is going to happen. I liked the Kenobi show. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. Were there some perfect moments in it? Yes, there were, including this final battle scene. The battle was great. The setting was great. The choreography is good and all that. And the dialogue between Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, and the look of him with the opened up mask. It was just that fantastic looking. Obviously I went with the deluxe version, because then you have the clean swap out parts. So if I get a Besman Luke, put on the clean parts, helmet, cape and armor there with the clean chest box. This could double as original trilogy Vader, although I know it's not an original trilogy Vader and there are subtle differences, but I think I'm a bit Vader blind when it comes to that. I love the way that it has the single rolling eye function, because you can only see one. I love the sculpt and the scarring and the weathering. Obviously I'm a sucker for battle damage. The base, that's pretty much the Mark 85 base, bunch of swap out hands. I like the way it comes with a bunch of lightsabers, one of which is USB powered, and then I think it has the Reva one when she snaps into, I believe, because I think in that scene where he basically kills Reva, spoiler alert, he doesn't use his own saber, he actually uses hers, breaks him and then gives her one even, and still he just obviously annihilates her. Yeah, great scene. The next thing I'm looking forward to is, yeah, very, very topical at the moment. You know, I think that what InArt has done is fantastic, but I obviously have no interest in the Bruce Wayne figure. If I were to get one version of the InArt, I would go for the Batman with the Rooted, just because it'd be different to this. But I really like this set. Everything about it I loved. Obviously the figure, I think they've done a great job with the likeness, the bunch of different swap out mouthpieces, the suit, the upgraded parts of the suit that they've changed and improved. The signal, I think it's going to look really well on the floating shelf. I even like that squirrel suit. Will I display it like that all the time? No, but I will actually from time to time do it. And yeah, the base as well. So I do like this full package. I think in art, particularly on the rooted one, it does look more like a photo, which is great. But I still really like this version. And who knows, maybe I'll pick up a single rooted in art version as well. But at the moment, I'm happy enough with this one. The next thing then, I'm looking forward to this one here, although what happened with Cable has me worried, because this is a figure I'm really looking forward to. It's very unique, and I really hope they don't mess this up. I don't think they will though. I think the delayed figures, that's when I start to get worried, because we all think, oh, they're delaying it to make it better, which is not the case. Sometimes they delay things because they're not making it a priority. But like Star Wars being Star Wars and Mandalorian being Mandalorian, I don't think they can afford to mess this one up. I'd imagine the pre-order numbers are high on this one. Really looking forward to it. I wonder, will they surprise us with 2 USB powered lightsabers? Yeah, I won't hold my breath. You get another Grogu, because everyone needs another Grogu. Thought this was a missed opportunity here, the way the lantern wasn't light up. I think that's just strange. Apparently it's not light up, it's just that's just a bit of Photoshop trickery or whatever. But in fairness, that scene where Ahsoka first live action, the very first her live action appearance by Rosario Dawson in The Mandalorian, that was just the most cinematic episode, and one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars media, the way she was taking out all those soldiers at the start in that kind of real dark, misty, swamp-like forest type thing. Yeah, so really looking forward to this. This should be coming out soon. I think this should be coming out in the next few months, I'd imagine. What's it now? We're not in September yet. Yeah, this is definitely coming out before Christmas. You'd like to think so, unless they pull a Loki or a Cable on it, which that's when I'd be getting worried. And the last one then, yeah, Tobey Maguire. Not the biggest fan. As far as I'm concerned, Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. I know it's topical. There's no right answer to that. Some people think Garfield, some people think Maguire, some people think Tom Holland. I definitely think Tom Holland. I like more like the movie fan first, and I think the way that they structure his movies, they're a lot more entertaining, and I just think they're better movies. Never been a fan of Tobey. However, I am going to get the Tobey, the Andrew, and the integrated suit, so you can recreate that iconic No Way Home scene, whether it's the I will do the actual meme thing. You know, the head sculpts look great in them all, so I definitely think it would be cool to pull off in a detolf in one shelf, just have the 3 of them there without the stands, with the head sculpts holding their masks, and just doing some version of that meme, or maybe with the mask and the landing poses, because I just really like No Way Home. I think it's a great film, and I think this head sculpt is just the star of the show here. I think that's fantastic. The Garfield one looks good too. It's kind of, a lot of people are saying it's the same sculpt as the previous one, just a bit touched up, and you know, that's fair enough, but I think the previous one was good enough. And you know, the Tom Holland sculpt, yeah, it's fine. It's nothing particularly amazing. It's a good sculpt, but this is just fantastic. So if it turns out as good as it is here, I think it's going to make a great display, and I definitely will display them all with the head sculpt. I just think that'll be a unique one to have there in the detolfs. Got 5 detolfs, so maybe there where the Iron Man is there behind me over my shoulder there, the Mark 6, I think maybe in that cube or something like that. I think that'll be a really good, maybe move the Iron Man up, then have the 3 Spider-Men there holding their masks with those amazing head sculpts on display. And again, so all those things, really looking forward to. Although if you go back through them all, this is like next year, I believe. It's like late next year, or maybe early 2024. I think it's late next year. Again, next year. This is, yeah, early next year. Well, I think it's sometime between April and September. So that's, yeah, early to mid. And Ahsoka in the next few months, I'd imagine, before Christmas. And this next year again. So yeah, I won't get too excited. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know specifically what's your top 5 figures that you have on pre-order that you're looking forward to the most. Or even just sort of top 5 figures that you're looking forward to the most that you haven't pre-ordered. Maybe you're not pre-ordering. I'm winding down. Well, then again, I have locked in 3 pre-orders, but that's a story for another day. You know, to follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.